Hey lovelies, me again. I apologize for such a long span of time in between videos. I really suck at keeping promises to myself. I told myself that now that we're in the house and everything is all settled and, I'm going to have more free time now. I was going to get more videos out there. Yeah, that clearly isn't happening. And in fact, I'm the queen of half-assery in that I start a lot of things and then get about halfway done with them and then I just kind of stop. So I really do apologize for there not being a video up in a timely fashion. But it is Friday. My vacation starts now. So I'm going to get this video up there come hell or high water. I kind of wanted to give you an update as to where I am. I guess the title of this video, even though I don't really like titling my videos, is going to be I Don't Need You and Your Practice. I guess to give you a brief update, because a lot has happened in the past, what has it been, 2 weeks now since I last posted a video? I've decided to start a rune challenge in which I focus on one of the 24 Elder Futhark runes, and I know I probably say that funny, so I apologize, but I focus on one rune each week for 24 weeks. And I'm currently on week 2 now. And week 1 actually went by pretty well. A lot of the stuff is very personal, so I'm not going to share too much of it. But basically what I had, I pulled Nauthiz. And as everybody knows, that's the rune of need, restriction, that kind of thing. I know everybody has their own different way of saying the name of the rune, but that's how I say it. And again, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. That's just my dialect, I guess. So yeah, one of the big things that I've learned was my own personal idea of what I needed for myself was actually what was restricting me and keeping me held back and stopping me from really blossoming, if you will, for lack of a better term. And I guess what I mean by that, to be a little more specific, is for a long time, I really truly believed that I needed more. I needed to be able to do more. I needed to be skilled in more in order to have a successful practice, in order to be successful in my practice. And so I relied on a lot of other people's experiences, what a lot of other people have shared that they do, or how they go about practicing certain things, and I kind of took their word as law, and I really lost myself in that. And when I was working with this rune, now what I mean by I work with them, I set aside time to meditate with them, I carry them with me, I try to see how their energies apply in my everyday life. Both the spiritual and mundane. I try not to separate them anymore either. I try to keep my magical spiritual life incorporated very much into my everyday mundane life, because after all, you get one life. So trying to keep them all together. And so I really drove myself nuts and kind of lost myself in trying to be like these other people, trying to do exactly what these individuals have done that have led them to the things that I want for myself in my practice. And I realized that that wasn't healthy at all. I was building a practice that wasn't my own. So I've decided to tell all these people that I don't need you, and nor do I need your practice. And by no means am I bashing anyone. It wasn't a terrible experience. I didn't have any negative experience at all. I'm just saying that for me, to feel that I'm going to grow as my own spiritual person and in my own practice, I need to stop relying on these third parties. I need to stop relying on these other people, because they were me at one point in their practice, and I'm sure that they didn't rely on other people to get to where they are. They relied on their own skill and their own will to practice and things like that. So I need to kind of get over myself and really buckle down and start practicing, because that's the only way I'm going to get better. It's not going to be by, sitting facing north on a Sunday, praying to the sun. Like, whatever everybody else does for them is great. And, I've learned some really interesting things. but I don't need to emulate them 100% to build my own practice. And I know I'm speeching. It's Friday, can you tell? I know I'm preaching to the choir here because a lot of you guys are, you know, your own person, and I admire that in all of you, especially those witches that I watch. And yeah, I'm glad I learned this lesson when I did, because I was really, really in a low place in my practice. A lot of stuff was really just falling through the cracks for me, and I felt totally lost. So this rune challenge that I decided to put myself through really came at the perfect time. And so I'm hoping that it just continues to help me get better and get over myself and my stupid, inane fears and all that stuff. So that's where I'm at right now. I do apologize again for kind of being absent for the past 2 weeks. I'm hoping that, you know, now that I have vacation coming up, I can squeeze a couple more videos in there before I have to go back to work. So that's where I'm at right now. I thank you guys for watching, and as always, love and blessings.